Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Report episode. John, what episode we're on now?
7.
I'm your host, JT, joined by the wonderful Hackney's finest, Mr. PlayStation himself, Jam's here. Jam, you okay?
I'm living a dream.
Hang on.
Jumping yaks!
Cheers to you, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I'm glad you won your game of Call of Duty, mate. I'm very proud of you.
He said he dedicated it to me.
We probably did, mate. Probably did. Jam. Wish you and everyone Happy New Year. Hope you're well. Did you have a nice New Year? And Christmas and all that shit?
It was, mate, I lived it. You should have seen me on New Year's Eve, mate.
Steaming.
Should have seen
El Steamo. Or
Steph was in bed at 10. I was on the sofa with the dogs. Cup of tea, mate.
was there...
I basically was doing. I did nothing.
Yeah, I didn't, mate. We just
Chilling on the sofa,
yeah.
a bit of fireworks. Happy New Year.
What we did.
More video games.
Went to the window, buzzing, done. Next year, mate. Finn didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a shit, mate.
It's already next year now.
Jam. Did you play anything over Christmas? Well, you don't get much of a break, but to be fair, another one. Mate, swimming.
1-1, Corey.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate that very much.
I did play a few video games, not a lot. A few.
Anything that you want to... Oh, hype train.
I think before the last episode we went off, I was playing Alex Kidd.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Never finished it before because obviously it isn't the nailsiest game in the world. I've now finished it.
Obviously, because you're a professional.
It's a tremendous game in every sense of the word.
Where does it line up with like the other classics from that era? Is it up there with
They need to make more games where you could just. They need to do I know, like Command and Conquer's got there. Do you want to play the old graphics or new graphics? Alex Kidd, old graphics, new graphics. We need more of that.
Does the
redo Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3?
1, 2.
Like Street Fighter Rage 4 graphics and switch between the two. I'm in.
Just 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, just
3 was weird, mate. Shush. So it's up there with the greats, right? It's up there with like all them lot, the Cold Knights and all that shit. Yeah. Did you do anything else?
If they did Outrun like it, oh my god,
that was sick, mate. Did you get it out from the shop?
I might have been playing Need for Speed Unbound.
You might have been playing. Any good, or is it shite?
Is good. It's got Criterion DNA. You can tell.
Do you know why? We know it probably has, because they made it, but...
Probably because Criterion made it, yeah. Yeah.
I'm
yet to delve further into that.
I played that game, by the way.
At the moment, I need to do something to make money, but because I can't join races, because I can't afford to join races, so the only way I think I can make money is annoy the police a bit. So I need to figure out how to make more money quicker.
Just Google it, mate. No one's going to hold it against you. I promise
I'm not Googling it.
I'm not Googling it. I'm going to sit here for 3 days and struggle. No, it's good. So, Need for Speed, Alex Kidd, anything else? What?
I just thought of it. Why'd you have to tell me?
Me?
Whatever day it was, I don't know. I had a few games of Rocket League. I don't know, I swear. I'm so pissed off already.
Because you chill out with me, because we jump in casual and have a good time, but when you... Do you want to tell the story, or should we?
Yeah, so, G. Everyone knows G, man.
Knows G, man.
Playing some League tonight, and I was already in front of my computer. Like, I was just messing around.
90% of the time when you're at home, right?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, right, yeah, I'm on, pop on whenever. And we'll do some twos. And gets on, jumps straight in.
Hold that thought.
We're on. Oh, the camera's on, like, I said, no. Oh, it's too late, I've invited him.
Why? But my mushroom was lit up, sorry.
We must play ranked.
You must play ranked. You must fly through the end, do flip resets and all that shit.
We had 9 games.
Yeah?
9. How many do we win?
1.
1.
Was it 1?
It wasn't all in the same... What's it, mode?
Right. Okay.
1. The guy can score goals.
Yeah.
The guy has no defensive bone in his body. No rotational bone in his body. I will play with NS on ranked way before. I would rather play because at least NS, like you might not be excellent at the game, but if you put a shift in, you're a team player, fine.
Yeah, that's the Everton way.
If you just want to, I'll score all the goals and be the superstar. Fuck off.
Used to be the Everton way, so.
You weren't here, Hugh. You said you weren't on to like the 3rd or 4th, or you're back.
Yeah, you were with your grand champ, mate, or whatever the fuck that person.
That proper put me in a bad mood. That did. But right over it. I'll never again with that guy.
Never again. Until next
he
time.
Does that again, I'm gone.
You're like,
that was the last time I played with G2.
I need to nip the shop, lads. I'll send a bit bang. Do you know what I'm saying? Did you watch anything over Christmas or what?
Obviously, my yearly run through The Office. I'm on season 8 now, so it's dying out.
Bye, Michael. Yeah.
But I'm on the Andy's just gone to Florida part.
Florida.
I still like this storyline. I like all this storyline.
Season 9 doesn't for me. I'm like, this is shit. Right.
Yeah. But then I started watching Jack Bryan as well. 2 episodes in.
The new season.
Yes.
You broke the emote. Who broke the emote?
Mate.
I'm trying to do this.
Oh, hang on, I've not done this. Why have I not done this?
Mate. Did you watch did you do anything else?
Did had some Christmas dinner.
Nice. Mate, in-law got Christmas dinner. Father-in-law buzzing. Yeah, we missed the hype train.
That's true. I did Hugh knows. I played took my Switch round Mum's for Christmas Day, and me and Andrew played Robin and Olivia at Switch Golf.
Did you win or lose?
Yes, we battered them.
Were you jamming?
Probably.
It sounds like you were jamming, mate.
It's actually quite the golf was actually quite detailed for. You think you're just swinging a thing? You're not. There's a wind, and if you rotate your wrist, the club rotates. Well, that's pretty cool. It's pretty good.
You're buzzing. You're like, what is this? The future? Is this?
And then they said we should play Mario Kart, so we played Mario Kart, and obviously I battered all of them.
Yeah, so you brought the cheese out and was like, oh, win.
I don't bring. There's no cheese when it's.
Oh, yeah. Mario Kart's no cheese at all, is it? No.
But you are the epitome of cheese at Mario Kart.
With bullshit, mate. You know it is.
You are cheese central.
That is you.
At Mario
You're like a cheese dairy farm, mate. Jam.
You're from Arge Dairy Farm.
Do you have any other interesting stories you want to share? Or?
Not really. I've triggered myself for that one.
Yeah.
I did yesterday when we were having a casual session. You know?
That was funny. Jam.
What have you been doing?
Over Christmas. What did I do over Christmas?
Over Christmas, did you say?
Over Christmas, mate. What? It was some over Christmas, and I can't remember what it was. My mum and dad. Oh, that's it. House of Borderlands 2. Fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful show, mate. It's a beautiful show. Mum had no idea what was going on, and I'm like, well, this show's like, it's immaculate. Like, it's so good. Daniel's the character for the third season. Apparently, it goes past season 2, where it's up to in the manga and anime and shit. But I've not read or watched it, so I don't know. But it's one of them. It's like, it's happy if you leave it there, cool. If you don't, there's your thingy. Billington, the text come through my computer. Will you stop? I'm gonna shut WhatsApp because it's pissing me off. Yeah, but my mum didn't have a clue. She didn't know what was going on. People were getting decapitated and dying, and she was just like, well, I don't understand.
Spoilers. I didn't know anyone died now. It's more than that.
I'm sorry. I played Bayonetta 3, courtesy of yourself. Thank you very much for that. I very much enjoyed it, mate. It's the epitome of something knowing it knows it's a video game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, as you probably figured out when you watched that video of them doing the. I won't spoil anything if you want to play it. But
you sent me a sword that's a train.
Yeah, sword that's a train.
A train that's a sword.
No, because the demon thing, you can like summon demons and that, and you can like sort of draw out the tracks on the thing, and it goes. It's that sick. It's fucking mint. And it's just outrageous, and I love it so much. Ending's a bit weird. I'm like, no need for that, mate. It's a bit freaky. Tell Steph I can hear and still said hi.
Access high
because it's basically slapping people around the screen all day. Look, it's great and it's just outrageous. What else? Live Alive. Finally got around to that. I was going to start Crisis Core, but Jade was all over kind of British Spirits, and I didn't want to like. I didn't want to boot her off the PS5. Like I'm over it now. That's mine, fucking. Because I got 3. I got both.
That is your collective PS5 now.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so
the PS5 belongs to me and not Steph.
Well, to be fair, Steph would jump on it all day long.
Yeah, she would.
But she's like 3 trophies off the platinum or something. It's crazy, but she's done. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I'm very impressed, and she just fucking loves it, mate. To been smashing that, doing all the challenges and things. I'm like, I'm gonna leave it to it. I was gonna do Crisis Core, but I'll jump on Live Alive. Very good. I have no reference because we didn't get it over here because they didn't localize it because a bunch of fucking flids. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking give me that game. It's very good though. It's like it for you. I think when you're like, oh, I'm going on holiday and what a Switch game to do, I'd recommend Live Alive. It's turn-based. The combat could be like played with a bit more, but it's like short JRPGs. Like we're talking short micro JRPGs, 3 hours long, some of them. One of them is basically just a turn-based.
It's different times and whatnot.
Yeah, it starts with 7 characters.
Yeah.
I think there's a hidden one. Sorry to be that guy. But one of them is like Street Fighter. You go around fighting all these world warriors. One of them's totally not based on Hulk Hogan. Max Morgan,
which it is.
It is, yeah. Max Morgan, I think. I can't remember. But he calls your brother and everything. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Got to be a bit subtle about it. Speaking of wrestling, go and watch Kenny Omega's entrance in New Japan Pro Wrestling last night. It's fucking mint. Yeah, it's like even the Street Fighter like character select screen. You sort of select, you go in, fight them, come out, and then that's basically the whole run. It's about 45 minutes. Cool. Yeah, it's good. Again, it respects the player's time, like because you can have these big open world, but if there's nothing in them, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Back on me bullshit with Tetris 99. I will get a win one day. I promise you. I won't.
I've not won in like years.
Yeah, because you haven't played it.
I've not played it.
Yeah, I don't play it a lot. It's like a few games out here and there, and Super Meat Boy Forever, which
I've not played that yet. I did buy them.
It was like £3 on the eShop.
Yes.
I didn't think I was going to appreciate the endless running malarkey that they did, but it does add a new depth to the game, and it's not just like a Super Meat Boy again. They try to tinker with it. I know you'll say, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed the endless running, and also, Jam, you've probably seen it behind me.
Well, you must have watched the greatest film of all time.
No, mate, you bought me this for my birthday, right? Or was it Christmas?
Your birthday.
Right. He said, watch this film. I want to see what you think about it. You've seen the title of the stream or the YouTube video, so I'm waving it around like you don't know what it is, right? But I avoided this film like the plague for so long, right? I've only seen a bit of the like the promo shit, like posters and things, and I watched the trailer for like 30 seconds and I turned it straight off. I was like, no, I'm good. And I just avoided it like the plague. And you were like, you must watch it.
Now 14 years this year, by the way, and you've only just watched it.
14. I've avoided it for 14 years without seeing virtually any screenshots. Jade watched it with me as well.
And you've come to realise how good it actually is.
It's probably the greatest film I've ever... No, I can't even say that with a straight face, I'm sorry. This film's atrocious, Jam. I don't know what... I know we buy each other. I didn't get you on the stream, so sorry. Like we buy each other like joke presents. Like you got me High School Musical. Yes, 2.
I thought you like Zac Efron. That's why.
I mean, to be fair, Zac Efron's a good actor and all that shit. But
yeah.
Not in. Well, I mean, I'm sure he's serviceable in that. But do you know what I mean? This is shit. But
no, it's not.
I don't like to be negative. Let's get the good out of the way first, right? Something good. Something good.
You've got to dig deep, haven't you?
Right, I'm scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel here. The girl that plays Bulma, Emmy Rossum, I really like her. I think she's cool. I know her from, maybe because I've got like a connection with her prior to watching the film. Because after this she went on to do the US Shameless, which isn't as bad as it sounds. I mean, it's trash. Not like trash, quality trash, but trash is in trashy. And it's just funny and stuff. They didn't look like Bulma. They didn't give her green hair. They give her a fucking
blue strand or whatever.
Yeah, fucking whatever. Why did they whitewash like half the cast, but not whitewash the other half of the cast? Like Chi-Chi, but fair enough. Like okay. Why was it like? Why?
Chow Yun-Fat is a really good actor as well.
I know, it's fucking annoying. Like, no, this film...
Bulletproof Monk to that.
Yeah, this film was littered with people that should fucking know better. Right, you've got Stephen Chow as the producer, like, what the fuck? Like, this is the man that... Shaolin Soccer, right? Did you see this out? Did you see the Shaolin Soccer reference? You walk through the door.
Seen the film in 9,000 years.
You walk through the door and there's a poster on the wall of it. Clearly Shaolin Soccer. And fuck yeah, he played Master Roshi.
Yes, probably he
go
is.
Fucking you put me on my trailer thought. Jam. Put me back on. What was the talking about?
Yeah. People that should know what they're doing.
Know better. Like Stephen Chow. Even James Wong was not. I mean, he didn't really make much to write home about, but I'm sure they all have affiliations with Dragon Ball. I know it's leans more towards Dragon Ball and not Z and GT or whatever. They've done it from what I can see. Yamcha, why has he got blonde hair? I'm sure he would have done a good job, but the direction was shit. Like, it looked like a 90s fucking cheesy film. There's a bit, right, where you're on Bulma's bike, yeah? And I know it's 2009, so you have to sort of give it a bit of rope, but I was like, this looks like something from the late 80s, 90s. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, the budget was nowhere. Piccolo was terrible. What the fuck?
He was so bad. He was the worst one in there.
Yeah, like dreadful. Like James Masters. He's again a capable actor. Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's Phil. I don't know who the main guy is. Goku. Who the fuck's that? Why didn't they just cast someone? Forgive me, but you know,
they would have ruined their career.
I know. I mean, there was the thing is, genuinely believe that you could give me and you the budget for this film, right? So Mr. fucking producer businessman, write us a check for whatever. I don't know what this film was.
25 quid.
Yeah, we could do a better job. Even the logo pisses me off.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It just does me head in. Look,
probably the greatest logo of all time.
It's not. It's just like
someone just typed it out, skewed the font,
skewed it, done a metal effect on it. Done. I'm like, I mean, I haven't watched Dragon Ball as much as Z or even GT, but
you know, eventually Netflix will make another film.
I mean, Netflix had a dodgy track record. Some stuff really good, but some stuff is shit.
Death Note was probably amazing.
No,
the original live action Death Note was sick.
No,
yes, it is. It's better than the anime.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't piss me. I'm already pissed off because I have to watch this. Don't push me. Right.
That's your Cameron.
What? This is. The fucking outfit pissed me off as well. It looked like he was wearing flares. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And
I'll have to rewatch it.
No, I mean, by all means, go for it. Chloe, I try and keep it real.
Yeah? Something in the background.
I try and keep it real, down to earth. I always try and be positive. You know what I mean? Like, because we have unpopular opinions, I always say, you know, try to lift stuff up instead of bring stuff down. Do you know what I mean? I never. Mm-hmm. But this is an abomination and it's an insult. Like, do you know what? Do you know what?
I'm so glad I've got it for you. I would have to find out something else, some other adaptation you haven't seen.
Chow Yun-Fat, he should fucking know better. Like, he should.
He's such a good.
Like, why?
Honestly, I can't remember the most recent film he's been in since that. Because Bulletproof Monk was 2003.
Mm-hmm. Have a look.
Well, obviously that's Western film. He did his Asian films as well, but
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hard Boiled is a good film. I don't know if you've seen that.
Hard Boiled, that's it.
It's fucking mint film that is. You should know better. Like, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but The City on Fire, Raising Reservoir Dogs, as well. He's like, oh, you're cool. He's in this, and it's like nothing, mate. Just he's a G as well.
I always remember a standout point now when Chow Yun-Fat, Master Roshi just go. I don't know. He screams. He screams it at the camera.
Yeah.
Obviously, the camera's like on the ceiling, and he's like open eyes. Ha ha! I'm like, oh, that's so cringe.
Yeah. So after
this is the guy that beats the shit out of people.
He was also in Pirates of the Caribbean, one of them.
Oh yeah, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah.
World's End.
He was. And Stranglehold. He was in the John Woo film. John Woo game. Sorry. Did you play that?
Oh yeah. He was he in True Crime game as well? I swear that was based on Chow.
Probably. But since Dragonball Evolution, he's sort of ventured back to his homeland sort of films. I think I don't recognise any of these. I could be wrong. I could have missed them completely, but I don't recognise any of that. It just fucking winds me up. No one looked like anybody. Like face wise, it's like fair enough. Like as long as you can play the character, but like the outfits and even the scenery that we started on Izaru, right?
I remember. I think there's a lava-y thing. I don't know. Is it a volcano? I can't.
Yeah.
That was like just a fake ass stage.
Yeah.
Didn't look real.
So this is someone made these stupid decisions, and the actors and everyone had to just fucking do what they could. The script was shit as well. I'm sorry. Like it was like a coming of age fucking. Oh, come on, man. He's a fucking alien from another planet, and he's there. I don't like it.
You talk about Goku or Piccolo?
Exactly, but Goku was on about. And then, who was the girl with Piccolo? Is that a character or
what?
The girl that follows Piccolo around?
I didn't know.
Fucking exactly. I don't even know who that is. And it's. I thought Kame's in it. It's like no, but it's Piccolo. I'm like what? That big fucking metal thing he drives around. Is that in the anime? I can't remember any of that. I'm still fuming. Right. Jam, come on, mate. Where's my thing? Jennifer, any questions about Dragon Ball before we move on?
Why have they made a second one?
They actually fucking set it up for a second one. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, for Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah, and like Piccolo was like, oh, he's still alive. I'm like, of course he is.
Vegeta would probably be played by like Steve Buscemi.
Probably Chris Pratt at this rate. Oh, can you imagine Steve Buscemi as Vegeta?
No.
That'd be well funny. That'd be funny. Who would you play as Nappa? The Rock.
Dave Bautista. The Rock.
Yeah, it'd be one of them, wouldn't it? Might just fucking
Stone Cold Steve Austin, mate.
Stone Cold. To be fair,
FYI, that went on for 13 minutes. You talking about Dragon Ball Z, fuming at it.
That's half the film.
It was better than the film.
Yeah,
it wasn't. Great film all the time.
And just to top it off, something good. The girl that plays Bulma can sing opera, and it's really, really good. Like proper mint, like. Yamcha was shit. I'm sure he would have done a good job if he did.
We've established this.
With a decent script and fucking black hair, and it's fucking. Where's. No, move on. You can't have everything in a 90-minute film.
Yes, we
obviously. Can. Moving on, James. I have the year of scores on the doors, mate. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's for the year though, so bear with. UK game sales dropped 6% in 2022 and console sales plunged 29%. Jam, you surprised?
I'm upset, but not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think game sales includes digital, so don't worry. It's both of them, so don't worry too much. But we're starting to see that skew, aren't we? And it's like, oh, mate, come on.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Video game sales fell 6%, but new game sales rose 20%. There you go. FIFA 23, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Lego Star Wars, Skywalker Saga, best-selling games of the year. Nintendo Switch, 2022's best-selling console, but down in sales 28%. At the fucking final third, that come and beat the PS5 in the end. So
yeah, it did. Yeah, I saw that.
Very well done. I mean, I'm not CEO of Nintendo. I don't give a shit, but give me a Switch 2. Cheers.
Hurry up with that.
It's like, it's one of them. It's like, do you take the kettle off the thing before it's boiled, or do you know what I mean? It's like, because the Switch is selling an arse ton of, why bother? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shareholders aren't going to care.
They got that cash coming straight in, mate. They don't give a shit. 34.2 million games were sold in 2022. 34 million of them were you buying shit games, mate.
Yeah, it's me.
6% in 2021. According to GST market data, almost 20 million of the games were sold via digital. 20 million, almost that, over half, Jam, sorry. Which has dropped 3.4% over 2021. The remaining 14.2 million were sold via physical retailers, which is 9% fall year on year. The reason for the drop in sales is because of older titles, games released in previous years. 30.9 million games sold during 2022 were new releases, which is a 20% increase, so buzz in. Elden Ring, that is, mate. And Pokemon.
Probably. Yeah.
To highlight growth of the new FIFA 23 sales are up 4%. COD Modern Warfare 2 sales are up 67% compared with the previous year's Call of Duty Vanguard. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sales are up 36%. Boom. I'm probably stats at you now, John. You're buzzing.
Not surprised Pokemon there.
GST 2022 best-selling video games of the year. Bum bum bum. What's your top 20 here, John? Do you want me to go through all of them, or?
Can do.
Bit of quick. Number 20, John's favourite game of all time, Sonic Frontiers. Number 19, Animal Crossing. Remember, Nintendo games don't include digital data, so they could probably going to go
It'd be different with the, yeah.
Minecraft Switch at 18, Pokemon Scarlet at 17, F1 22 at 16, WWE 2K22 at 15, Pokemon Violet 14, Gran Turismo 7. We'll talk about Gran Turismo in a minute. At 13, Mario Kart 8 at 12, Legends Arceus, the greatest game of all time, at 11, Switch Sports, the greatest game of all time, at 10.
Everyone's just a great game of all time.
If he's still here, Hugh's favourite game of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2 at number 9. I can't remember that on the charts, to be honest, from last year, but whatever. Horizon at 8, FIFA 22 at 7, God of War Ragnarok at 6, GTA 5, put it back in the oven, it's not done yet, at 5, Elden Ring, the greatest game ever made, at 4, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, the greatest adaptation of all time, at 3. 3 is good going, to be fair. I like that game, it's pretty good. Me and Jade had a good time playing that. COD Modern Warfare 2 at 2, and FIFA. So 2 FIFAs in top 10, you're buzzing.
Cock.
In it, mate. Physical only, FIFA's top as well. FIFA's top of all of them, digital and physical only. So, do what you need to do, mate. Any surprises there, Jam? Are you surprised how Sonic was done, or?
Yeah, it wasn't released that long ago, and it's in the top 20.
Yeah, it went on sale like straight away, didn't it? But even then, it's people were interested, and it is what it is, mate. Jam.
What?
We've got a surprise next week. I'm not going to say unless I got someone's blessing. So there's a surprise next week. But before that, are you ready to go?
Tell me now.
How do you know the surprise? You're there.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do know.
But I'm not going to say about someone's blessing.
Yes, I'm ready.
Can I say, Chloe, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Is that what the yes was for?
Yeah, just reaffirm.
Big
yeah,
news.
right, okay. Big news. Before we get started, I mean, he says 30 minutes in. Wait, love an intro. Tuesday is the day. Jam, are you happy?
Yeah.
You're finally going to get to do it. Rob's back next week. No. Well, he might be. I don't know. But the wonderful Chloe's going to join us next week on Tuesday. We said Tuesday, right? Remind me. We said Tuesday.
Yeah.
The 10th of January, Tuesday, for the
Tuesday is
the ultimate ranking of the Final Fantasy mainline games. So none of
probably
this
going to be wrong.
None of this 10-2, none of this 13-2 Lightning Returns, none of this Crisis Core nonsense, no remake and all that shit, no tactics. Just 1 to 15 ranked by mainly us, but you as well. The link's there if you haven't done it. It still works, so if you're late to the party, you want to have a quick go, it's there. I'll put it in the description on YouTube if you're watching. Like I said, thank you, Chloe, for joining us on that one. I really appreciate it because I've been trying to get some phrases to sort of fill in our gaps in the Final Fantasy verse knowledge jam. Do you know what I'm saying?
That was put out before New Year's last year, wasn't it?
I think so. I think we were going to go for
and then do it in February.
Have a look, actually.
It was. I think it was made December.
Published on May 28th, 22. That seems late.
That seems very late.
That's what it's telling me. Created on May.
A lie.
You lied, Jam. Because we did Marvel, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So we're buzzing. Jam. Moving on. To Nintendo. I don't like to talk about rumours, but when it comes to Nintendo, I can't help myself. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the Breath of the Wild? Listen to me. Jay's been playing that as well. Can't fucking wait, Chloe, mate. Jay's been playing that as well, Breath of the Wild, a bit. Because she was like, what, a game where you can run around and grind? I'm like, just Breath of the Wild. Just go and play it. But there's a Tears of the Kingdom, I should say. OLED Switch. Have you seen this?
Yes.
I know you've seen it because I've...
Because I shared it in the chat as well. Mate. But you'd already seen it at that point.
There's beauty between me and you because we share each other things and we're just like, I've just seen this. Literally about 2 minutes ago.
Timeline is probably the same anyway.
Yeah.
Ish.
There or thereabouts, I'd say. I've got less fucking Arsenal gimps on mine. You've got less Everton knobheads. But we started on Everton, by the way. Reading from gamingbolt.com. No, I'm not. What's this? That's the wrong one. Where? Jam. I've clicked the wrong thing. But on the subject of Tears of the Kingdom, it could be, according to what's it called? What's the YouTube's site called where they just fucking look at graphics and just look at performance in video game? Digital Foundry. Thank you, Jam, for reminding me there.
Welcome.
I'm glad you're on the ball, mate. GameSpot, sorry. This is beautiful. If it isn't real, it's very impressive. Come on. There. Very impressed with this. If it isn't real. I'm sure it isn't, but which one did I do? So it's like a obviously like a Switch. Some beautiful Joy-Cons there. It looks like it could be the one. I don't know how you feel about it, Jam, but it looks like it could be real. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. But obviously it's offshoot. It's blurry-ish pictures, and it's the classic. Oh, got you kind of thing. But I mean, would you be? Are you going to hold out for a successor to the Switch, or would you be down for an OLED?
I'm holding out.
Yeah, I agree. I think are we both agree that it's going to be a Switch 2 and not a Switch 1.5?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think this far into it can't be a half step.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
6 years old this year, the Switch.
2017. 17. You're right. Yeah, 6 years old. 6 years old in March. I think the half step would have come.
Wii U was 5. when it was replaced.
GameCube was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think it's high time.
Yeah, I mean, the half step should have come with the OLED if it was coming, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what everyone else thinks, but let us know. Jam, sticking with Tears of the Kingdom. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom could be Nintendo's final major release for the Switch.
It will be. I'm a firm believer in that. It will be cross-gen. Like, so, Breath of the Wild was, like, the princessy one was. I can't remember what it was called.
Which princess one?
The GameCube. It was on the GameCube.
Oh, Twilight Princess. That's right.
Princess,
that's right. Don't worry. So you say it's cross-gen?
I reckon it'll be cross-gen one, yeah.
Because you look at Nintendo Slate this year, after I can't call it Breath of the Wild. After Tears of the Kingdom, there's nothing. You know, no big first-party releases. Up the top is Jodders. We're going to get relegated. I'm so sorry. I've forced you to support Evan. I'm so sorry. I feel sorry for my lad. Do you know?
Just head him to support a good team, like Arsenal.
No, to be fair, Arsenal are doing good. I can't look past. To be fair, for about...
I'll buy him an Arsenal top.
Yeah, no, you won't. I'll burn it, mate. But to be fair to Arteta, we fought for a good couple of... How long's Arteta been there now? 2 seasons? 3 seasons?
Chelsea hit the post. Yes, this is his third.
Yeah.
He was 2.5, 2 and a bit seasons.
Yeah, so like, the first season and a half, it was a bit like, is he the right man? Is he? But he's nurturing this team, wasn't he? Now, this season, they just come out and bang. It's like, whoa.
And they're only kids, mate.
Odegaard's the captain, he's like 25.
No, he's not. He's 22.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
I say this, he's been around since he's like 12, hasn't he? That's why I think he's dead old.
He's a Real Madrid wonder kid.
Yeah. 24 he is, mate.
Is he? Okay.
I was closer. F you, mate. Oh, he's unreal. He's class. I always liked him, but obviously he's too young to go Real Madrid at 15. I think he went at 15. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not a football podcast, Jam. Behave.
It is not.
So, cross-gen, you think?
Yeah.
That leaves a blank slate. So, Tears of the Kingdom, assuming it's not going to get delayed, and I don't think it will at this point, comes out in May. That leaves all year with nothing. You're saying that's the last major Switch release. Will the Switch 2 release? Will they push this year? Will they push Tears of the Kingdom back to the Switch 2 to come out as a launch title for that?
I reckon they'll release it in May.
Yeah.
And
or will they do the old switcheroo, mate? Will they do the old thing? Will they pull the rug and just make you buy it twice?
Well, yeah, that's it's Nintendo, isn't it?
That's exactly it, mate.
They'll go right. It's Christmas time. Here's a new Switch. And
don't do that, mate. Fuck's sake.
You can buy a new Breath of the Kingdom, whatnot.
Breath of the Kingdom. It should be called that.
Or I take a leaf out of Xbox and PlayStation's book and give you a what's it?
Oh, Jerry, you twat!
Free upgrade.
Orange Jack.
Nice of you to join us, mate. I'm trying. I'm trying. Me thingies are broken. What they call Jam? The things. No, the things that pop. Mate, tied up, mate. Jerry, have you still got a Switch? You do. You love your Switch, or you're not asked? Okay, so if Nintendo were like, to be fair, yeah. Right. So you're not buzzing? Oh, so it's in May then, yeah? So you've got 5 months or so to get it fixed, mate. So get on it. But Jam, before we were rudely interrupted, mate. I'm joking, Jerry. Don't worry. What were we saying? Yeah. Right. I mean, PlayStation charge for the upgrade sometimes, don't they? Oh shit! Oh, Jerry, you've ruined it, mate. Sorry. Cheers. I'm glad someone's awake. Nick.
It'd just be a new console, Jerry.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is the longest Nintendo have been without a new console.
Do you know the length of time between?
In a while.
The length of time between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is longer than Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker.
Yeah,
Does that not make you
when
sick?
you think about
Does that not make you sick first?
Well, it does. It does. But I mean, but when you think about it, like the game, well, especially Breath of the Wild is, what? It's got to be 5 or 6 times bigger than anything they've made previously. And there is a lot of kind of features in that game that you didn't have in any of the other ones. And they did put a lot of time into the last one, so they're gonna have to really do something special with this next one, because there's a lot of people talking about, like, you know, is it just going to be like a DLC of the last game? Because where do they go from here? You know,
they don't do DLC. Zelda doesn't do DLC. Not DLC size stuff. It'd be another gargantuan game.
Yeah, but the thing is, isn't it the same map? They're just kind of going vertical with this one.
I don't know, is it?
I don't know either. But just from what I've seen, it does seem like they're just going vertical with it, and they're just kind of giving the map from Breath of the Wild a bit of a facelift, I guess.
Yeah. That does seem to be.
Could be wrong.
Well, the game came out 5 years ago as well.
Yeah, the launch game for Switch, was it?
They won't copy paste. I mean, they might, but they'd be bloody lazy if they did. After 5 years.
Yeah.
It is what it
I don't know. It's just, where do they go? Where do they go with it, though?
Are you fuming?
I'm sure it'll be one of the best-selling games out there.
If what I just said is true, then yeah, I'll be fuming.
No, it'll be fantastic, Jerry. Don't worry. I have faith in that team.
I hope. I do too. Yeah.
To Jam. Metro Prime 4, Elephant in the Room.
We won't see that till next
Prime
console.
1 remaster, whatever the fuck that, or if it's a trilogy or whatever. Is that prior to
next console?
Next, okay. And, that is literally. We need a direct soon, lads.
Or we might get the remaster or whatever before the next console to keep that Switch selling and ticking over until Christmas. They release a new one.
So we should be looking at, by mid-3rd week of February, we should be looking at a direct, right? And
usually
we'll be here. I'll be praying for F-Zero not getting it, as always.
Unless they say, well, here's a new Switch and it's coming out in May. But I can't see that happening, really. It is after the fiscal year.
There's no...
Why do you think that it's going to be a new Switch? I mean, if you look back over all of the Nintendo consoles, they've all had some kind of a quirk to them, whether it be the GameCube or whether it be the Wii.
I think it's just why I'm saying it.
Why? I mean, but why do you think that it's going to be just an upgraded version of the Switch?
Just because I think Nintendo have perfected the console.
And that's it. There's nowhere to go from there.
The only thing that needs improving is power spec. Better.
Right, okay, so let's just assume they stick to the. Do you think they're going to stick to the hybrid?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah, it works well. I think
that's why,
as you say, James, they've kind of perfected it. It can be docked at home. You can take it on the go. Yeah.
They can put all their focus into this. Well. If they made just a home console that couldn't be mobile, then they'd have to go back into making 3DSs or whatever. But they can just focus on one thing.
This is I'm past.
They've done the RNG. This works. It's different to PlayStation. It's different to Xbox. Carry on with it.
Mate, I'll let Dan and NS know the good news there, Hugh. Jerry, you've got a fan, mate. He's
brilliant.
Starting his OnlyFans called Only Jerry.
Oh, right, well, I'll send a link. I'll send a link out after the show.
I've got the link.
10% discount.
25% discount for the loyal fans out there.
Use code Casual Report.
Yeah, exactly. For 20% off, mate. So back to Gaming Bolt. They've got Andy Robinson from BGC, who we never reference on the show. Says, from what I'm hearing, I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo starts talking about new hardware by 2024. So I think he means by December this year, right?
By 2020, no, they'll have it out sooner. They must do.
You're saying it's out this year? Is that what you're saying?
It's at least getting announced this year.
I think that's what he's saying as well.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of announcement. Yeah, they can't just go straight into next year.
When?
I reckon it'll be announced now for Christmas. That's got to be best profitable.
So we're talking
way, right?
June-ish, May-ish. So, by the way,
next console, May or June-ish. I'd
out
say.
in November, bang.
Yeah,
done. Or we're talking another March release or what? Or May? Not March release, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, if we don't get it Christmas, it's going to be March time. Well, when was this one released?
March the
Switch
3rd, I think.
March.
I think it's March the 3rd, but you'll have to double check that. It says I'm not convinced another huge first party game other than Zelda's left on Switch. So that's your Metroid Prime, that's your F-Zero, obviously.
It's not your F-Zero, is it?
No, there's got Fire Emblem, then Zelda, then Son of
No one gives a fuck about Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem looks great, mate. So I think we're all agreed it's going to be a hybrid. So Jerry, you don't think they'll stick to the Switch? So they're not going to call it the Super Switch or whatever. They're just gonna.
It should be called Super Nintendo Switch.
I agree, but
what came out after the Wii? What was that?
The Wii U.
The Wii U, wasn't it?
That speaks for itself, mate.
Shut.
Right. Yeah, but that was kind of supposed to be the upgrade to the Wii, right?
Well, that was supposed to be the Wii, the Super Wii, we'll call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have the Switch, and then you get the OLED version?
Yeah.
Right?
Which is no bump in spec at all.
No, not really. It's just a better screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a better and bigger screen and better dock.
Yeah. But I do think that they've got to move on from that now. Or there's got to be something... Maybe they won't call it a Switch. Maybe they'll just make it a lighter version with better specs or something. I don't know. But I just don't know where they could go from here. As you say, James, they kind of... Yeah, and I'm not saying they do. I'm not saying they do, but I'm just... It would seem very strange as a marketing thing to bring out a console that's very similar to what they already have. The only thing I could think of it being better is the specs. And when has Nintendo ever had decent specs compared to the other consoles out there?
Super Nintendo.
Well, they've got decent specs from what it needs. But eventually you get this far in the lifespan, and it's not very good. Look at the new Pokemon game that Jack's playing.
Yeah,
played, finished, in a bit. The game's fine, it just runs like shit, Yuri.
Yeah, but see, that's the standards are slipping, though. Yeah.
You've had a Game Freak with just shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Lads,
I don't know where it would go from there, really.
Speaking of where it would go, Jerry, again, rumours, I'm sorry to bring rumours in. I'm so sorry. But this one was
I like rumours.
Oh. Nate the Hate, Jam, you know him, don't you?
Why?
He's on the Spawncast sometimes. He's the one with no picture.
Yeah.
Usually, no, I'm not saying he gets everything right, but usually there's a few hits here and there. He's on Reset Era. I know, Reset Era, I'm sorry. But that's where he talks. He commented the other day, and it piqued my interest. You'll see why in the first sentence. You ready, Jam? You ready, Jerry?
Go on.
I am.
F-Zero's time will come in 2023.
No one cares.
As for Metroid Prime 1, Retro completed development of that game in late summer of 2021. For clarity, development finished then. It had still to go QA and all that shit. Localization. The game has been finished for some time. Nintendo just opted to wait to announce it to bring it to market for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But here we are, though. So, if the next Switch is coming out this year, they need to announce a big game to sell with it.
Got to have that.
That's not been released on the previous one. I'm sure Zelda would do the job.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I don't have a PSVR, because it doesn't have it does now, but when it released, it didn't have a killer app. It just had a load of demos and tech demos and stuff.
Beat Saber.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the backlash if the next Zelda game does come out on another console?
It will. It'll be cross-gen.
I'm convinced about this. Is it just going to be backwards compatible, or is it just going to be like?
No.
Because you're saying it's going to be. You've got to buy this game again if you want to play it on your new Switch. Is that all?
Nintendo have done it multiple times already. Why would they change it?
I mean,
make some more money.
Say further than that. They've done it at least once before. Well, twice actually.
Twice.
Yeah.
Well, say if you include Link's Awakening DX, and that's not the same thing, but whatever.
That's
Lads, we're convinced Nintendo are bringing out a new console. It's you heard it here first. Well, you probably didn't hear it here first, but we're buzzing.
Definitely here first.
Oh, we've done that, so I'm gonna skip it. The PS Plus games are out, so if you haven't downloaded them and you have PS Plus, do it. Jedi Fallen Order, Jam's favourite game of all time, Fallout 76, and Axiom Verge 2, which is a wonderful game. So go and download them. Jam, would you recommend any of those games? I can't imagine which one you would, to be honest.
Fallen Order is a great game.
Fallen Order is the greatest game of all time.
And I'll be downloading Axiom Verge, but I don't care about Fallout.
Yeah,
76.
This is my third copy of Axiom Verge 2, by the way. But Jerry, go on.
Do you like Fallout? Don't rate Fallout 76.
Don't rate it. Was it chance or what?
No, never played it, but I think there was enough out there already from what I've seen and other people playing it. Oh, big time. Big time I did. But yeah, I think obviously the Star Wars games, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it does look like a really good game.
But
I haven't gotten around to playing it.
No.
I haven't.
It's a great game. It's fucking great. So you're saying Fallout 4 top 5 games of the decade, a New Gears game on Switch? I'd do it all over that. I know you're taking the piss, but I'd be all over that. Yeah, I'll go the Axiom Verge 2. Short Metroidvania, it's fantastic. I don't think it's good as the first one, but I'd have to play the first one again to justify that decision. But yeah, music's great, controls are good, power-ups are great, bosses are a bit easy, but whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, get them while you can, while they're hot off the presses, mate. Jam, Jerry.
Yes.
So have you seen much of CES this week?
Not yet, other than because it's been today and that.
Yeah.
And I've seen
chatted a lot of shit, and they changed the 4080 to the 4070 Ti. That's out soon, and that's like £800 or whatever.
Yeah,
£800.
I've still not seen it. I've seen the VR stuff, Gran Turismo, and the accessibility controller.
Just going to say that. So we'll cover Sony because that's what we do. Right. So they said Project Leonardo. I'm going to put the page on the screen. Jam, Jerry, speak for me a second.
You're a gimp.
Buzzing. Right. Thank you. You're a gimp as well. Project Leonardo, you can see it here. It's the video for the. Not actually.
Man City winning.
Because they're a good team, mate. Jim Ryan's here. I'm not going to say anything. I don't know why, it just annoys me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
No.
But yeah, this is about time, I'd say, because there's a load of people who struggle to, even with like the simplest of tasks on controllers, finally get this thing to do. More people play games. Everyone's a winner, all that shit. I'm very happy this exists. And the Xbox one as well, what's that one called? The adaptive controller. The big square thing, yeah. Buzzing. I'm really happy they all exist, and very easy to use. Gran Turismo movie got a teaser trailer. Have you seen this?
Not yet.
It definitely looks like a Neil Blomkamp film as an advertisement. Yeah, Hushering. And it's got like, it's set up so the camera's like it is in the game a bit as well. They talk about how it's built for the cinema and all that. That's just, yeah. I'm going to turn the sound off. I'm sorry, but it does me head in. But if you look how they film it, it looks great.
Actually, might be a good Sony film adaptation. From a game.
Woohoo! Mate, we got Last of Us first, mate. David Harbour's in it, by the way, so naturally we're in. Are you going to watch Last of Us?
Yes.
Are you go? No, Jerry's not going to watch it, mate. But
the cast has ruined it for me.
What's wrong with the cast, Jerry?
Pedro Pascal is fucking glorious.
He is now.
He's a great actor, but he's just not Joel. He's just not Joel.
We'll find out.
I'm trying to think. There was one guy that stood out to me. I can't remember his name. He's Danish.
Oh, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yes, that guy.
Jamie Lannister. I can't remember his fucking name. Sorry,
Jamie Lannister's his name.
No, shut up, you penis. Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
That's the guy. That's the guy. He would have been. He could have been a great Joel.
Do you know what that is?
I just don't.
Cam, do you know what that is?
Yes, I know who.
Right,
I know who it is.
I want to show the screen. Jerry, why do you think he'd be a good Joel? Sorry.
Just some of the movies that he's been in. I think he's just got a really good voice. He just plays kind of dark characters as well, really well. Pascal, just making Joel look as a Latin person playing a Western American guy, I just don't see the connection there. I don't see how that plays out as well as some of the other actors out there. And the point I'm making is the guy that we're talking about, he just seems to fit the bill. He looks the part, he sounds the part, and he can just do really nitty-gritty characters.
But I'm going to be that guy. I
just don't think Pascal can do it.
I'm going to be that guy. Pascal's from Chile, which is closer to America than Denmark.
Correct. But when has that ever mattered?
As long as you can do the accent, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But so, do you not like Pascal at all then, or is it just a role?
No, I do. I do.
Oh, yeah.
I do like him as an actor. He plays some really good parts, but I just don't see him
you're supposed to
as
say,
this character.
You're supposed to say he's good, but it could be better.
Well, that's what I mean.
Do you get the gag? Have you seen Wonder Woman 2? Wonder Woman 1984, where he's like, it could be better.
I've not seen it. I've not seen that, no.
Missed opportunity there, Jerry.
We watch good films.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I don't know the meme. I'm a meme king, mate.
And not to be rude, but the girl that plays Ellie as well.
Bella Ramsey's Nang, Jerry.
Man,
don't be psycho.
I'm sorry. No, they just got it really wrong. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
moving on.
2 seconds. Mr. PlayStation.
Yeah.
The Last of Us TV show. What we're saying?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Looks like the game.
I don't know much about. I know obviously know Pedro Pascal. I don't know much about.
Tell me this. When has any live action of a game turned out as good as it was hoped to be?
Sonic.
That's true.
Okay, right. There's one, but that would be based off of imagine if somebody imagine if somebody had played Sonic as a human, dressed in a costume, because it's a CGI character. It works, right? Exactly, Jays. Right. See, that works because and remember the backlash of this.
Yes, I remember
CGI with that. I remember. They turned it around.
The fans did that, mate.
That was that exactly. And do you know why? Because they questioned whether it be the character design or the people that were going to play certain characters. Like, I mean, Jim Carrey played a great Dr. Eggman.
Jim Carrey was amazing.
Right. Yeah. If it was anybody else, do you think they would have had the same outcome with the movie? If it was anyone bar Jim Carrey? Just great casting. Great casting.
Jim Carrey's good.
But when has any other live action movie which doesn't heavily rely on CGI ever work out?
See, without that last sentence, I would have said Detective Pikachu, but
yeah.
Okay, once again, CGI. Yeah. But
and there's a weird twist in the
I
end.
think
a bit weird.
Yeah, no, I mean it was an okay movie, but what else is supposed to be coming out?
The Witcher.
I think there's supposed to be a
that's a book,
Witcher's
really.
gone to the dogs. Gone to the dogs. There's supposed to be a BioShock series coming out.
Yeah, Netflix.
I think that's gonna
Gears of War,
flop heavy.
Netflix TV show and movie.
Oh, Halo's already out.
Gears
I'm
of-
not seeing that though.
Gears of War, I think could possibly get away with it. I think they can.
If they don't cast Big Dave Bautista as Marcus Phoenix, I'm not watching it. That was a lie. Probably am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be annoyed.
Oh, I forgot they had a Monster Hunter film.
Oh fucking
It
hell!
relies heavily on good casting.
Yeah,
And
the writers.
that's why I have
directors.
gripes with the last one.
I mean, Jerry's right. I'm looking at 49 film adaptions from games.
They're all shite apart from the odd one or two. I know this.
Literally, Resident Evil,
Far Cry.
Assassin's Creed, Dead or Alive, Need for Speed,
Blood
Mario
and Dark.
Bros, Mortal Kombat,
You like
Prince of
them shite
Persia,
films,
Angry Birds, Final Fantasy.
though.
They're all crap.
God.
Rampage.
The only
Tomb
Resident
Raider.
Evil movie that's worth mentioning is the first one. Everything
that
after that, garbage.
I mean,
Street Fighter.
Good's pushing it, Jam, but that is the best one out of all of them.
However, I will say that the most recent Resident Evil with who's that girl from Skins? What's her
Not
name?
seen it.
Scott
Scott Ilario, yeah.
Yeah. I will admit that they stayed true to the story. That is a good point.
Did that do any justice? Was the film?
I got
I've not
canned
seen
hard,
it.
mate.
So I've seen a lot of.
It was good.
abuse.
It was
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it wasn't. It felt tacky at some points, but they stayed true to the story, and you got to give them props for that
Yeah.
because a lot of even The Last of Us, I bet you it's going to go off the story
People
at
be
some
fuming
point.
there.
Yeah.
People be
So
fuming.
anyway, that's all I have to say about live action movies for now. But yeah, that's my point.
Oh yeah, no. I agree. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Don't worry. Moving on. Jam. No, Jerry, you played it, man. Did you?
Which one?
The newer ones.
No.
No.
No,
Well,
I haven't played.
it's your
I
lucky
haven't
day,
played
mate.
since Blood Money.
Okay, that was a long
I
time
haven't
ago.
played since Blood Money, and the other ones. There was one after that that was kind of separated into. Was it seasons or
Part
something?
1, Part 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well done.
didn't like it.
Well, Jerry, if you didn't like that, I've got some good news, mate.
Okay.
The third game in that series, in that Hitman series, is being rebranded as Hitman World of Assassination, and it's going to feature your favourite game of all time, the first Hitman that you don't like, the second one and the third one, all in a package, courtesy of that's Ryan Dinsdale at IGN that's given us that story. When is it going to... Jam, are you interested in those games?
No.
I feel like I've accumulated
Just to make
them
a
from...
point-
Go on.
Just to make a point, I do like things. Okay, I'm not just completely negative about
No,
everything.
you're going to come on
This
here.
is what
Right.
Game Boy thinks about me.
Yeah, you're going to come on here. So, this is shit.
No. I'll always back up my points with some good.
I appreciate that, Jerry. But just to show the other side of the coin, what is your favourite game of all time? Is it Breath of the Wild?
Oh God. No, it isn't.
No.
I don't know why everyone thinks Breath of the Wild is this magnanimous game-changing
It's a beautiful
thing.
game,
It's a beautiful game, but it lost some of its core values, like good dungeons.
Yeah, the
And,
dungeons were fine, but
and
it's not where the thingy was.
and the story was a bit lackluster,
It was like,
and it was all in favor of open world, do what you want.
you want to make
You know, the weapons breaking and stuff like
That
that.
pissed me off. I know people
don't like
love
that.
that.
Don't like it.
Jam, how would you feel about weapon durability in video games?
Yeah, no.
It makes sense in Last of Us because that's sort of a
Yeah, it's a survival thing.
horror
That
kind
makes
of thing.
sense.
That makes
yeah.
sense. Perfect.
But like
yeah.
in your stand, imagine playing Call of Duty. Oh, my gun doesn't work anymore.
No, mate.
Going back to your point, favorite game.
Answer the question, Jerry.
I can't say. I might change my mind from one time to the
I
next. But
understand
for what I'm gonna
say
for now is BioShock. I love the BioShock series.
The first one, or the
first and third.
Yeah, I agree.
Second
Jerry
one,
is a
second
man of
one's not
taste.
worth
Right?
mentioning.
Fucking shut up,
Right.
Jam. You give.
And the DLC for the third one was even good as well.
Oh yeah, the Minerva's Den for 2
Burial at
was
Sea.
supposed to be good. Yeah, but Minerva's Den for 2 was supposed to be good, but I didn't play in 2, so fuck off. Last thing on the thing. Jam, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are we with Square Enix? Do we care or not?
Not really.
Jerry,
Not
are
at
you a
all.
Square Enix fan?
Well, it depends.
In
It
general,
depends.
if I said Square Enix, would you like okay, whatever, or would you be like okay, what they're doing, or somewhere in between?
I think for their older games, yes. For the newer stuff, they've kind of lost a little bit of their charm.
Did you play Remake? Just out of interest.
A remake of
Final Fantasy 7.
no. I didn't care about the original.
Didn't care about
the
the
remake
original.
really.
Jam,
Jerry likes the premium Final
He
Fantasy
comes on
game.
the show, Jam. He starts talking shit about video game movies, right? And then he starts slugging off one of the.
No. I'm sure it's a really good game.
I'm joking, Jerry.
It's
Don't
not
worry.
for me. It's not for me.
Right. Okay. So.
Can I just give a mention out to a really good game that doesn't get the hype that it should?
You can, but
Subnautica. Too late.
come back to it.
I'm going to say it again later on.
Yeah,
All right.
No, because we're going to do Forgotten Gem and you're going to do Subnautica, but Forgotten Gem's lightly termed, so we're going to do Subnautica today, Jam.
Oh.
Is that okay? Or do you have one, or can we just do it?
Why is Ryan send me an invite?
Ryan's
Oh, I don't have one. Do you get Jerry to do it?
Project Zomboid, Jam.
Yeah, has he just sent it to you as well?
Do I look like I played Project Zomboid?
Project Zomboid's a brilliant game.
No one knows what it is, Jerry.
Jerry
I'll
plays
message
Flyable
you back.
game.
It should have won the Labor of Love award at Steam, but Cyberpunk won it. The bastards.
No, I'm joking. They've done a good job, but it should have been like this at the beginning. It was mismanaged to hell. What we're talking about, Square Enix. I'm reading from Tom. No, I'm not reading from Tom. Anybody. Victoria Kennedy, a Eurogamer, bought an article up saying in his recent New Year's letter, Square Enix president Yusuke Matsuda stated 2023 will be a year of major evolution and transformation for the company with multiple blockchain games. Shoot me in the face now. He didn't say that, I said that. Based on original IPs under development at this time. Some of these, Matsuda noted, have already been announced, while others will be unveiled at a later date. Blockchain games, lads, what we're saying. Load of shit.
I'm not as much of a gamer as you two.
You are.
Just
You're probably the most
describe a
gamer I know.
blockchain game to me.
Let me get, so I don't fuck it up. I know what it is, but it's explaining that on the blockchain, isn't it? Which again, if you don't know what blockchain game is, you're not going to know what that means. Let me get the actual.
Just getting
meaning.
old.
A system,
the hell's a blockchain game?
Blockchain, a system in which a record of transactions, especially those made in a cryptocurrency, is maintained across computers that are linked in a peer-to-peer network. Basically, a way to make money within video games. But that is the dictionary definition of blockchain.
A game that helps you make money.
Yeah, but it's cryptocurrency and all that shit, Jerry. You don't like this round here.
Yeah. I know. But, no, I don't like the idea of that. But I'm just surprised that's a thing, or it's going to become a thing.
Basically, it's a thing at this point. So I've got, what is blockchain in simple words? Blockchain defined. Blockchain is a shared, immutable ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a business network. So basically, just get that and just put a game, sort of shoehorn it into it. It's a way that the publishers reckon, well, Square Enix reckon it's going to make a lot of money, but they're not. Because we see right through. We want our fucking anime titty games, Jam, you know what I'm saying?
So they're going to make money off a game where players can make...
because no one's going to buy it.
Well, no, but their principle is that they're making a game where the players can make Bitcoin.
Basically, yeah.
Do you know what? I see that going the same way as loot boxes.
It's already basically, mate.
Yeah.
The reaction to this statement letter thing has just been, as you'd probably imagine. So he carries on. What's he said? I truly believe these controversies have actually made blockchain a better option for Square-Enix because of the outcry of. He said this last year as well. It's going to be taken over and going to start putting more infrastructure behind it and all that shit. Bollocks to them. You know what I mean? As this all goes on at Square, the company's ending support for several of its games. The Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale game that Jan plays all the time. The First Soldier, which if it was on console and PC would have done better. I'm just going to say that now. I wouldn't have played it either way, but you know what I mean. Bravely Default Brilliant Lights, which I only heard about just this second when I read this article. Do you know what I'm saying? And ask me if Jam, bad news, mate. My screws on tight. Oh, God.
The what?
My desk is unloose. My desk is unloose. My desk is loose, mate.
You're unloose.
Unloose, mate.
That's a new word.
Unloose.
It's unloose.
It's tight then.
I just need to build this wardrobe. What you got to do? I've just got to unloosen all these screws to put it together.
Mate, yeah, and Chocobo GP as well is going down the bin. I think that's in March. But yeah, do you have hope for Square with like?
It'll always be there. Yeah. It'll always be there.
Sounds like a desperate attempt.
It is definitely a definite. I think Square is putting themselves in the shop window. To be honest, I think they want to see some of that money, mate.
I wouldn't imagine. Well, I would imagine actually that I'm sure Xbox will probably or Microsoft will probably buy them up.
Try. It's difficult with Japanese companies, I think, because there's like they've got a load of weird laws over there. But it is what it is, mate. But that is about it. Jam, Jerry, anything to add about anything?
Nope.
Right, Jerry.
Well, I don't know.
Hold
you
your
were saying about Subnautica.
Yeah, hold your
damn
horses,
it,
Jerry.
why do you keep doing that?
Hold your horses,
right,
mate. This is the part of the show we call Forgotten Gem. We use the term forgotten lightly. It's basically a game you want to just throw back in the spotlight. I say spotlight, but you know what I mean. You want to bring it up in conversation now. Jerry, you told me before the show that you've got one. And it's going to come as a surprise to everybody. What are we? What game would you like to bring up today, Jerry?
Well, I mean, if I'd have known that I was trying to find a forgotten gem, I would have probably found something a little bit better than what I'm going to mention. But as I was saying, Subnautica, massively overlooked, but it's got a nice following with it, and I picked it up for free on. I picked it up for free on PlayStation Plus many months ago. Didn't really think that much of it when I downloaded it. I didn't know what to expect, and you know what? I really got into it. Really got into it, it's the type of gameplay that it is. I didn't quite find that with anything else. You know, underwater games. Do you know of any other underwater games out there?
Nice. Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, Echo the Dolphin. But I mean, in this, like this, no, not. I mean, like there are games of underwater levels, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. You know, it's going really cheap right now. I think they kind of dropped the ball a little bit with the second one. Because there was a lot of features taken out, and the map's different. It's more kind of vertical than it is, you know.
Hey, you love a vertical map.
First, I do. But yeah, Subnautica just really took a hold. It's really easy to get into. It really doesn't hold your hand either, as well. Yeah, highly recommend it. I don't know if you guys have ever touched on it, but yeah.
Only when we're winding Ennis up, but I've never played Subnautica. Jam with you. Nope. Do you want to?
It wouldn't be a game for James.
Jerry,
no.
Is Jerry convinced you, Jam?
Jerry likes his survival games. I'm not massively into.
You love them, right? But what we also do is we have a look, see how much it's going for. So the going rate on Steam is, drumroll please, 25. No, it's on sale all the time. Don't buy it for 25 quid.
£18 in CEX.
£18. Is that for PS4?
Yeah, and Xbox.
Yeah, right. 18 quid CEX. You've got a nice little package there for you. Lads, pleasure as always. Thank you so much for coming on, Jerry. I appreciate your time as always. Jam.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do this again.
Awesome, mate. Jam, always a pleasure, mate. We'll be back on. Well, we'll be back on Tuesday for rankings of the mainline Final Fantasy games with the wonderful Chloe. Be sure to check that out. And of course, you can vote for it as well. I think I've still got it in my paste. Yes, I have, mate. If you want it, it's there. I'll put it in the YouTube comments. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Tell Jam that PlayStation's shite, mate. Tell Jerry don't go to Madrid because it's a shithole.
Full of Madrid fans.
The wrong Madrid fans.
Don't I know it?
No, but I appreciate your time as always. We'll see you Tuesday. Peace, and as always, you know what to do. Keep it casual. I've seen a bit. Up the toffees.